Hello, Dr. Vikki Petersen here. It's all about boosting our immune system these days. It really should always be about that, but obviously we have a lot of attention on it with COVID-19. And I want to talk to you today about a special program that I've discussed before. The author of a book called The Longevity Diet, and this is probably about 3 years old, I believe, by Dr. Valter Longo. And Dr. Longo is local to California. He's at the USC Longevity Institute. He's been doing his research for 20 years on longevity. Needless to say, those who live to over 100 and beyond, which is really his goal for everyone, obviously have strong immune systems or they wouldn't survive that long. And what he did, and he goes over it in the book, was he came up with what's called a fasting mimicking diet, which is really brilliant because it's predicated on the fact that when mammals fast, really it's not just mammals. I mean, they looked at yeast, they looked at a lot of different animals, and fasting, decreasing caloric intake led toward greater longevity and greater health. So there is this known association, which nobody really argues. So that's something that's been known for a long time. You've heard of probably intermittent fasting, so that's why that's gotten more popular in recent years, is this appreciation of having some fasting time versus feeding time, and not just eating all day long other than when you're actually asleep, is really beneficial. So why is it beneficial? There's a lot of pathways in the human body, and as I said, other animals as well, that get upregulated or work better and get activated, is maybe a better word, at times when we're not eating. And Dr. Longo, Dr. Petersen, who wrote The End of Alzheimer's, so as far as brain protection, they both agree on what's called the 3-12 rule of fasting. The 3 hours is the period of time between your last meal. So let's say dinner is at 7. The 3 is don't go to bed before 10. A little bit longer is certainly fine, but you want at least 3 hours between the last meal and going to bed. So that's the 3 part. The 12 part has to do with your last meal to then your breakfast, your breaking of your fast, which is what that word comes from, and that's 12 hours, which is pretty easy. You're sleeping for the great majority of it, and so if dinner's at 7, then don't eat before 7 a.m., and you can eat have a fast for up to 13 hours. Both Dr. Petersen and Dr. Longo, who are amazing scientists and researchers, don't believe in going beyond 13 hours. They feel there's some negatives associated with that. And I realize there's a lot of information with a lot of people espousing much longer fasts, but at the moment, I'm going to go with these two individuals based on their very long-term research. But what I want to talk to you today about is this fasting mimicking diet, which again, the Longevity Institute came up with, and it's gone into great detail in the Longevity Diet book I just showed you, but it has to do with a 5-day program that you would do. The frequency of it depends on your health status. So if you have a degenerative disease and you're trying, you really need to upgrade your health, then it's something you would do every month. So 5 days out of every month you would do this fasting mimicking diet. So why is it 5 days? So it takes about 24 to 30 hours just for your body to process the last meal that you ate. So that's the first day plus. Then it takes 2 days to get into ketosis, which is when your body starts burning the bad fat around your midsection, which is your visceral fat, it's called. So it's the bad fat, the inflammatory fat that's around the organs in the midsection. Then the last 2 days you get into what's called autophagy, and that's really the key. So auto, self, phagy, eat. The word means eat self, which sounds a little weird, but what you're eating is pretty brilliant. So the body, it's not getting a lot of calories. It burns some visceral fat, and then it's like, okay, now what? Now where am I getting my fuel from? So autophagy is a self-cleaning mechanism where the body eats up and uses as fuel old dying cells, parts of organs that are not functioning as well. It's like a spring cleaning of the body. And after that, so that's the end of the 5 days, and then you start what's called the refeeding, and there's a way to do that gently. You don't go back to McDonald's on day 6, but a gentle introduction to really good food. And in that, as soon as you start refeeding, then stem cells rush out, your natural beautiful baby stem cells, and they replace all the little old damaged areas that you just ate during autophagy. Brilliant system. Your body goes, oh, we really did a lot in the liver. Okay, let's go and now bring all the good new stuff to the liver. And that's how it goes systemically in the body. So it's a beautiful system. And again, Dr. Longo wanted it to be doable, confrontable, something where it's like, it's very different to have what's called fasting mimicking versus let's not eat for 5 days. There's not going to be a lot of takers on that one. So he came up with this Prolon program. I'm going to show you the box. It's kind of big, but it's something we've been doing here at the clinic really since its inception. In the book, he sort of tried to give people a way to do it themselves, but it's really an exacting science of getting the right nutrients and the right, just the right balance. And he found that too many people were not doing well, which of course is not what he wanted. So he put together this package. So I'm going to show you a few aspects of this. I'm just going to set the book down. The box is, let me show you. The box that you get is big. So that's what comes to you in the mail, and they drop ship it to you, which is nice. And then within that, there's a water bottle that you get, and then there's your meal program. So it goes through all the 5 days and what you take in each day. And then I just wanted to show you box 1. So it makes it very simple. It's got a 1 on top, and there's 5 of those lined up in that box I just showed you. And we'll just open that up and I'll show you all the things that it consists of. So it says on the little card, breakfast is a little bar and some algal oil, so good oil, and tea. So these bars are pretty delicious. They're so delicious that they actually started selling them as snack bars for people for, just a good basic balanced snack, and they're pretty delicious. Part of breakfast is algal oil. So this is an oil that helps get you into ketosis. Remember, we want that healthy fat burning to occur, and some tea. So that's breakfast. And then lunch, there's in this particular one, you've got tomato soup, and these are all freeze-dried, but very, very healthy. There's no chemicals in here. It's extremely high quality, and you can microwave it. You can do it on the stove top, so easy to make. And so part of lunch is the soup, and then there's some vitamins, kale crackers. I remember really enjoying these. These were delicious. I started leaving one for dinner, but you can do it in whatever order you want. But these were really delicious. And then also olives. So one thing that's come up is occasion. I love olives, but sometimes people hate olives. And so what we can do is help you if for some reason you really dislike them. We can get you the right amount of fat that's the equivalent to these these olives. So that's really the key, is to keep that good fat up, help you get into ketosis in those early days. And then for your snack, you've got this little, it's called a little L bar, also delicious. So you'll you really start to enjoy every little bite that you have, because it is a calorie restricted program, but you're eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. So, there's calories coming in. You're certainly not fasting. And then on day one, minestrone is the soup. And part of that meal is also your last bar. So the bar you had for breakfast, you also have for dinner. So that's just to give you a little idea of what day one is like, and they're a little different each day. If for some reason you find maybe you hate tomato soup, I love tomato soup, but if you say, wow, I need to exchange that out, the company will do that for you. So they're very good that way. But so the whole purpose that I'm really bringing this up right now is this is, again, a program we've been using for years for patients. It gives a jump on weight loss. It gives a jump on, of course, this autophagy, this self-cleaning and repair, which is good for a healthy person to optimize and enhance anti-aging. Very good if you have a metabolic disease like heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune, etc. The Longevity Institute at USC is doing a lot of research into this program. It's very exciting research. So, but right now, it's a beautiful time to do a program like this to enhance your immune system. And maybe if you have found during this time of high stress and anxiety that you've gotten into some bad food habits, and they're not good, and you're eating excess sugar or alcohol or refined carbohydrates that you also know are not good for your immune system, or maybe you don't, but now you do, and you just kind of don't know how to get off this ride that you've gotten on with all this bad food. This is a beautiful way to just do a nice reset. Our registered dietitian here at the clinic had a family member just do this, and he said it was just so nice not to think. It's like day one, breakfast, good. Good, there's my lunch, there's my snack, and you just don't even have to think about it. It's all there contained in the box. The company Prolon is doing a nice little rebate program right now. They're trying to give Americans what they want and need as far as immune enhancement. So they have a nice rebate program going on for $50 off the box, which is quite a bit. And so what you can do, if you're interested in this, just give the clinic a call. The number here is 408-733-0400. The company will drop ship to you. That little rebate information will be in the box as well, and it's good through the end of October, so we have a lot of time. But it's something that we really recommend. As I said, here at the clinic, we've had great success, and it might be a very nice time to just do a little reboot, especially if you're sort of not somebody who's a cook and is having trouble coming up with meals. This will give you a nice 5-day break that you can do 5 days out of every month. So gives you a little bit of break, but as far as what it does for your physiology, your immune system, anti-aging, really some beautiful results with that. If your health is not the way you want it to be, we're finding a lot of our patients are really taking this time when life is a little less hectic. They have a little bit more time on their hands to do that thing that you haven't made time for recently, or over many years perhaps, where your health should be better, you feel your health status dwindling, but life is too busy, work is too busy. This is a great time to embrace getting healthier. I can't state that strongly enough, because life can be busy, and right now it's chilled out a bit as far as its hectic nature has really, whoosh, taken a dive, and this is a great time. So whether you live locally and you want to come in, or you live locally and you don't want to come in and you just want to do everything remotely, like if you don't live remotely, so we are a destination clinic, have been for years, so we treat patients from all across the country. So whether local or remote, or at a distance, we can treat you remotely, or if you're local, we can treat you in person if you're kind of ready to get out of the house and see something else other than the inside of your four walls. We have all the precautions that the CDC recommends to the nth degree. Our temperatures are tested twice a day. Everyone who walks in the doors, temperature is tested. So we go to great extremes to keep you and our team here at Root Cause healthy. So we are here for you. Please reach out. The telephone number here is 408-733-0400, and we can start with a free consultation over the phone. Okay, I hope you found this helpful. I'll talk to you soon.